Calling all Broadway fans, I've got a treat for you today. We are taking it back classic Broadway style, doing West Side Story Reacts.
Only you, you're the only thing I'll see forever.
Already, listen to the arpeggiation. Only thing I'll see forever. Who notices something genius that she did on the forever? F-O-R-E-V-E-R turns into what? F-O-D-E-V-A-H. Forever instead of forever. Mwah.
In my eyes, in my words, and in everything I do.
Perfect pitch.
Nothing else but you.
And that is vocal exercising at its finest. Da 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 da. Those are perfect notes. And she's got the beautiful articulation of those arpeggiated notes right in the center of her voice. So good.
And there's nothing for me but Maria.
He's got a more contemporary sound.
Every sight that I see is Maria.
Tony, Tony.
I love how she's even like Tony, Tony instead of Tony. She's so in character. It's so good.
Always you, every thought I'll ever know. Everywhere I go, you'll be.
I really love his tone and his vowel placement on B. Notice it's not a hard E. It's not B, it's B. There's I inside of that E. I actually didn't see this.
Tonight,
show.
tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away.
Away, jaw isolation.
Tonight, there's
So cute.
only you tonight. What do you
Tonight.
like? What do you do? What you say?
Crystal clear bell sound there.
Today I had the feeling a miracle would happen. I know now I was right. What
Beautiful.
you are.
Gorgeous spin on here.
What was just a world, there's a star tonight.
That's interesting. So I'm usually not a fan of when you start vibrato like tonight and then you go to straight tone and end. And I'm gonna say that I actually wish he didn't do that there. I wish he would have stuck to it, especially in Broadway, because when you start with vibrato, you really want to end the note with vibrato, not vibrato and then straight tone. Now, if you did the reverse and if you did tonight, that's way more what sonically I want to hear and most listeners want to hear when they're listening to Broadway music. So I would have preferred he kept that vibrato all the way through, but this is me being who I am, annoyingly picky. What a face. I love the acting too. She's so good.
Tonight,
Listen to the breath in her tone there.
the world is full of light.
Gorgeous. So intimate
With
sounding.
suns and moons all over the place.
His voice adds a nice element of energy
Tonight,
to her very romantic sound.
bright, going mad, shooting sparks into space.
Now they're in unison there, but they're not in prime unison. Prime unison would have been the exact same notes. Like if she would have sung into space while he was singing into space, that's prime unison, but into space and into space is just unison.
Today the world was just an address, a place for me to live in.
Great pitch. A lot of arpeggiations in the song.
But here
Here you are.
and what was your
And what?
world is a star.
Look at her mouth. Gorgeous dropped in long position. Goals on a stairwell.
Sí, ya voy, me estoy vistiendo.
Tomorrow.
Sí.
Oh, star-crossed lovers.
Make of our
One hand, one heart.
hands one
Nice T.
Make of our vows one last vow.
That's an interesting vocal placement he did there. That's the first time I heard him actually sing into a mix. Vows. It's for his range. It wasn't full chest. He pulled down some head voice there to allow to continue that intimate sound that he had starting out in the lower melodic line. And as the melodic line raised, you have a choice. You either need to push more volume, push more support out to get the chest voice to reach up to that higher melodic line, or if you're trained and if you know your technique, you pull down the head voice to allow for a more soft, intimate sound while still keeping a little bit of that tonality of the chest intact, so it's not super breathy and wimpy sounding.
Even death won't part.
Great diction. Won't part. Gorgeous. I have to say, I'm so enjoying her accent within this. She really keeps the integrity of the ethnicity of the character within the sound, not just speaking it, like not just speaking the Spanish or speaking if she were in English speaking with a Spanish accent, but that rolling of the R throughout and that soft T into almost a D, tony, and it's so beautiful, and it really reinforces the character that she's playing so nicely. It begins. I love that she didn't breathe there. Oh, so beautiful singing through that N. This chick, I'm impressed with. I've never heard her sing before. I know she's done West Side Story a lot on stage, but this was her first film role, West Side Story. And I gotta tell you, I'm so impressed with her technique. There's nothing about what she's done so far that I have anything critical or even constructively critical to say about it. Like nothing.
Make of our lives one life. Day after
The eye contact though.
day, one life.
Wouldn't you love someone to look at you like that?
Now it begins. Now we start.
Beautiful.
One
Singer's tip, okay? I love what she just did there. We're gonna listen to it again, but instead of I was still on pitch, but wow, it's so much harder to keep that car going up the hill, so to speak, sonically, with a consonant like T. It's a non-phonatable consonant. You cannot make sound other than air with a T. So she changed it to a D, sang through it beautifully, kept that car in motion going uphill into the one. So much more fluid, like butter.
Now we start one.
Right on up. So small yet so perfect. I love this. Look at the cinematography of this moment. With the light in between them. And her perfect note at the top. Like an angel. Oh my gosh, that was such a vibe. What's your favorite Broadway musical, and what do you want me to react to next Broadway-wise? And if you want to hear another huge Broadway vibe, check out Lea Salonga and On My Own next. She may be my favorite Eponine ever.